Most men start hybrid training with the completely wrong mindset. They think if I train more, I'll get leaner, I'll look better, I'll hit more PRs. But if you don't know how to fuel and train properly, you're going to lose muscle first, not fat. I learned this the hard way during my 505 challenge when I tried to hit a 500-pound deadlift and run a sub 5 minute mile all in the same day. I was strong, I was fit, I was dialed in, but after weeks of high mileage, my body just started to fade. Strength dipped, recovery tanked, and I looked flat. I remember thinking, how can I be training like this but actually look worse? If I had to summarise everything I learned in that process, it comes down to these 6 key steps. The foundation of how hybrid athletes stay lean, strong, and athletic. So let's break them down. Number 1 is eat enough calories. It's so easy to understand, but it can be the hardest to maintain. Now, if you want to gain muscle, you'll need a calorie surplus. If you want to drop fat, you need a calorie deficit. But in hybrid training, where you're lifting heavy and racking up the mileage, you often end up in an accidental deficit without even realizing it. Everybody has a maintenance level made up of your BMR. That's the calories it takes you just to stay alive. Add on top of your NEAT, which is the calories that you burn through daily activity that isn't training. Then you add your workouts on top of that, 2 to 3 strength sessions, 2 runs, a bit of conditioning, and your true maintenance can jump up well past 3,000 calories. And this is where most hybrid athletes fail. They train like athletes, but eat like dieters. And when you underfuel, your body just starts breaking down. Your muscle is burnt for energy. And this is why inside Built to Thrive, I track this closely, because performance drives physique, not the other way around. Performance goes up, body composition follows every single time. Number 2 is prioritizing protein. Training breaks your muscles down, protein builds it back up. Think of protein synthesis like a light switch. If you train and get protein in soon after, the switch is on. If you have carbs or skip the meal entirely, the switch is off and you're in a catabolic state. And that's why timing matters. Before training, moderate protein, carbs, and some fats for fuel. After training, protein is needed to rebuild. You can have the perfect amount of calories, but if your macros are wrong, your body composition will still suffer. Rule of thumb, 1 gram per protein per pound of body weight every single day. And that's what I use with all my clients inside Built to Thrive to make sure that our performance recovery matches the workload, not just the calories. Number 3 is strength training the hybrid way. If you want to build and keep muscle whilst running and conditioning, you need to lift properly. We're not just going into the gym for the pump. We're going into the gym and focusing on big compound lifts, squats, deadlifts, pull-ups, presses, lunges, movements that demand full body tension and translates into athletic performance. And that's exactly how we structure push-pull run inside Built to Thrive. Each week it combines heavy strength work with endurance and functional bodybuilding. The goal is simple: build an engine and build resilience at the same time. Stick to progressive overload, add small amount of weight or reps each week, and that's what turns you from an average gym goer into a real hybrid athlete. Number 4 is huge. You cannot redline all year, so you need to periodize properly. Even hybrid athletes need to periodize. When I was prepping for my 505 challenge, this is where it all broke down for me. I didn't have a base, a build, a peak, a recover. Base phase is simple. You have lower mileage, higher lifting volume. We're building that aerobic base and strength foundation. Build phase, we're increasing conditioning, maintaining strength. We're not chasing new PRs until the peak phase, where we're sharpening that blade. Intensity stays high, but volume drops. And then we're in the recovery phase. We pull back, we rest, we let our body adapt. And this is where the real growth happens. And this is why we have phases Ignite, Elevate, and Thrive inside Built to Thrive. We train hard, recover, rebuild, repeat. And that's how you make progress for years, not weeks. Number 5 is huge. Fuel your sessions properly. Training fasted is popular, but it's a trap. Do not fast, do not skip breakfast, do not train fasted ever. Intermittent fasting is literally 1 step forward and 2 steps back. Cortisol is released when you're in a fasted state, right? And nutrient availability is low. Cortisol is a catabolic hormone, meaning it promotes muscle breakdown. So any growth hormone boost or whatever you think you're getting is negligible. You're not becoming a muscular phenomenon from intermittent fasting if you don't already have any muscle. You're just becoming skinny fat. Please fuel your body and your hormones will thank you. Prioritize carbohydrates in and around the workout window with low fats, moderate protein. This video you can watch next, why you're losing muscle and strength when hybrid training and how to fix it, goes into the fueling system I use inside Built to Thrive, my simple dieting system. Save it, watch it, apply it. You'll thank me later when you're no longer skinny fat. And breathe. Number 6, recovery and sleep. This is the part that everybody talks about, but nobody respects. You can nail your training and your nutrition, but if you're chronically stressed or sleep 4 hours a night, progress just isn't going to be there. Cortisol eats muscle and kills recovery, which is elevated when poor sleep and stress is high. So prioritize rest, hydration, low stress days, just like your workouts. Avoid the junk volume, pointless sessions and exercises that only increase fatigue. Train with intent, recover with purpose. That's the hybrid code. Because the goal isn't to be fit once, it's to be fit for life. So there you go, 6 steps that will separate hybrid athletes who build muscle and perform at the peak from those who just end up tired, broken, soft and overtrained. If you found this valuable, drop a like, subscribe and share it with someone who trains hybrid but looks like they don't. And if you want to train properly the way that we do it inside Built to Thrive, DM me hybrid on Instagram and we'll build the exact framework you need to build strength, endurance and a body that actually performs. See you in the next one.